So I'm going to demonstrate some of the controls on my car. I've got a 2015 Kia Rio. So bear in mind the controls can vary slightly on different age Kia Rios, or of course different models and different makes of cars. But this is for a 2015 Kia Rio. So let's do a driving test. The examiner says to you, can you show me how you turn on your headlights? So what you would do is you'll take the control on the left here, put your fingers out like this, and you twist it up twice. So once, twice. And that's your headlights on. The examiner will now say thank you, and you can then please switch them off. So turn them off, turn it down twice. Once, twice. The first setting, which is that setting, is just your parking lights. So next, they could ask you, show me how you'd wash the front windscreen. So I'm going to first do the junction here, because it's important to remember when they ask these questions, they're also add the bit when it's safe to. So when it's safe to, show me how you'd wash the front windscreen. So you don't need to do it immediately, you can take your time with it. Also bear in mind as well, they wouldn't do it on the roads when there's lots going on. The questions we've just done a minute ago, there's quite a lot going on. They're not going to ask you on the road about your driving test. They do it on the road, there's not much going on, so you can focus on the controls. So show me how you'd wash the front windscreen. So this stalk on the right here, you pull it towards you, pull it this way. Like that. And that's how you wash the front windscreen. Show me how you'd wash the rear windscreen. This stalk on the right, you push it away from you. So keep your eyes on the road, keep looking where you're going, and push it away from you like this. Now let's wash the rear windscreen, so we're pushing the stalk that way. And it's important, of course, to know your car, because we don't want to be looking down at these controls. Well, not for any length of time anyway, because if we look down, we're going to lose control of the car, and we're going to come out of our lane, which can be very dangerous. So we need to learn where the controls are on the car that you're driving. So next question, show me how you would open the driver's window, how you'd open your window. So this one, it's down here, the window controls. Now you might be tempted to look for it, but you won't need to look for it, as the button for your window has little bumpy bits on, like Braille. So you just put your hand down here and feel for the Braille, you can feel it there. So to open the window, to make it go down, you press it down. Just like that. And we want to put your window up, you find the button with the Braille on it, and you put your finger under the button, and pull it up. So up makes the window go up. So next question is show me how you would use the horn, how you'd press the horn. So they shouldn't do this on the road when there's no activity. For example, they shouldn't do it here because I've got this oncoming vehicle. I don't want to be pressing my horn when he's there because it's going to startle him and he's going to wonder what's going on. But on your test they would choose a better road than this. I'm going to try and find a quiet bit of this road and then demonstrate the horn. I'll wait for this white car to pass. So there's no one behind me. So show me how you would use the horn. Just like that, just press it on the side of the horn, not in the middle. A lot of people think you press it in the middle. It's not in the middle, it's on the side. That's where the picture of the horn is, on the sides. Show me how you would turn on the rear demister. So the rear demister control, the demister controls are all here. The rear demister will be a button. So you can have a little glance down to find that button. So it's just there, but just glance down. Look, I'm looking for half a second, then looking ahead. Looking down for half a second, looking ahead. Press that button, and that's now going to turn on the heated rear window, the rear demister. And then you'll then look to turn it off when it's safe to. So again, just look for the button, and press the button, turn off the heated rear window, the rear demister. And the final question is, show me how you would turn on the front demisters. So for turning the front demisters, again, all demister controls are down here. So the front demisters are dials, and there's 3 dials. One that controls the speed of the fans, one that controls where the air goes from the fans, and one that controls the temperature. So you can have a little glance down to see the dials. Just look, only a glance, though, half a second look, to find this first dial. This is the speed of the fan. I'm going to turn it all the way to the right to maximum, to 4. And this middle dial, we're going to turn it all the way to the right, which is actually on that setting, which will go to the front windscreen. And we want to take this setting here and turn it all the way to the right to maximum heat. So everything's on maximum. That's the most effective way to demist the front windscreen. And once you've done, it's important to reset this, because it's left on for a long time. You're going to get very hot on your driving test because you put it on maximum heat. It's also going to get quite noisy because you've got the fans on maximum. So once you've done it, you're just going to glance down the dial and twist this dial back to the middle is normally best. So it's not hot, it's not cold, it's in the middle. And then this dial here, what I normally do is twist it all the way to the left and then turn it up just 1, so it's on 1. So you've still got a bit of airflow going around the car. If there's no airflow going around the car, the windows could steam up. And you could also adjust this middle dial. And notice when I'm doing these dials as well, I'm also driving slightly slower, which is acceptable. So I'm going to readjust this dial and turn it all the way to the left. By turning it all the way to the left, that's kind of the air coming out of these vents here, which is where you normally want them when you're driving, so it keeps you cool or warm, depends on if you want to be cool or warm. So, thanks for watching. That's the show me questions in the Kia Rio 2015. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Now for some bonus content. I'm now going to demonstrate some of the controls on the Kia Rio that they're not going to ask you to do on the driving test, but they're still controls that are important to know about. So, to start with, I'm going to show you how to turn on the full beam lights. Now obviously I don't need them really on at the moment, they are very bright, so before I do this, before I demonstrate this, I'm going to make sure it's clear ahead of me. So firstly, we need to turn on the headlights. So that's this dial here, sorry, the end of the stalk here, 2 turns, 1, 2. To turn on the full beam, you take your hand like this, put the back of your hand on the stalk and push it forwards, and you should see a blue light on the dashboard. That's now turned on your full beam headlights. They're very bright, so if anything comes towards you, you must turn them off. And they're only to be used at night time, so to turn them off, you pull it towards you like this. So they must only be used at night time when there's no vehicles ahead of you. I was of course just doing it there just for demonstration purposes. Now, if you ever want to use the flash of the lights, your same stalk here, and what you want to do is pull the stalk towards you. So put your fingers behind the stalk like this and pull it towards you. That will do a flash of lights. You'll see a blue light flash on your flash up on your dashboard, and the lights flash ahead of you. So, next one. Sorry, first I'm going to turn off the headlights. So down 1, 2. So next one, is how to turn on the rear fog lights. And rear fog lights should be used when visibility is less than 100 metres, which is approximately 25 car lengths. So if you can only see 20 car lengths ahead of you, you should have fog lights on during fog. If you can only see 5 car lengths ahead of you, you should definitely have fog lights on. If you can see 30 car lengths ahead of you, fog lights aren't needed. So, fog lights, I'm going to do that once I pulled out of this junction. And again, before I do it, because they're not technically needed at the moment, I'm going to make sure it's safe to put them on. I'm going to make sure there's no one behind me. I don't want to startle them or confuse them because fog lights are quite bright. They're in fact the same brightness as brake lights. So someone behind could get confused thinking I'm braking when I'm not. Now I've got a van behind me at the moment, so I'm just going to actually in fact just pull over just to let them, oh, they're actually turning in, that's fine. They've turned into a side road, so they're no problem anymore. So rear fog lights. So firstly, like with the 4-beam lights, we must firstly turn on the headlights. So headlights, this stalk here, this end of the stalk here, twist it up twice. Once, twice. That turns on your headlights. And let's turn on the fog lights, just checking there's no one behind to confuse. There's a bit in the middle of the stalk, and you twist that up. You'll hear a click, and you'll see the symbol appear on the dashboard. And just bear in mind, when you turn this bit in the middle, it's not going to stay up. It's like a toggle. Once it clicks on, it will turn the fog lights on and leave a symbol on the dashboard. But it won't stay clicked up, if that makes sense. And to turn them off, you click it up, you'll hear a click, and the symbol would have gone from your dashboard. So the fog lights are now turned off. So if we want to wipe the front windows on this car, so stalk on the right again, this is all to do with cleaning and wiping the windows, this stalk on the right, this is to do with the lights. So stalk on the right, we'll push it up gently, and that will turn the front wipers on a slow setting. Pushing it up gently again will make them wipe slightly faster, a medium setting. Pushing it up once more, we'll put them on a fast setting. Because you pushed it up 3 times, we have to push it down 3 times to turn it off. So 1, medium setting, 2, slow setting, 3, and it's off. The wiper's now off. If you want to turn on the rear wiper, we take hold of the ends of the stalk, like how we did with the lights here. Take hold of the ends of the stalk and twist it up once. Turn the rear wiper on a slow setting. Twist it up again, we'll put it on a more medium setting. And on most cars it doesn't have a fast setting for the rear wiper, because the rear window doesn't normally get too wet. And because we turned it up twice, we have to turn it down twice to turn it off. So once, twice. And that's now turned off the rear wiper. Can't see on the camera of course, but trust me, the rear wiper turned on there and now it's turned off.